Just remind ourselves, United did the double over Brentford last season pretty comfortably, and there was so much talk about second season syndrome, as we heard from the interviewer there. There was no sign of it, clearly, against Manchester United today. In some respects, was that the opposite from what we saw from United in terms of their energy and their tactics, Owen?
And Brentford were ready for Manchester United today. They knew how they were going to play. They knew we were going to try and play out. You said it there, in the hard work and the work ethic and the intensity. They were ready, and United couldn't live with Brentford at any point in the game. And I'm just surprised by, look, they made some mistakes and the goals were poor, but I'm just surprised by that there was no fight to get back into the game, no tackling, no aggression, That's what football at this level is about. Competition. That's how you make it. It's about competition. Forget the tactics. Me and him, we play against it. It's a competition.
Yeah.
And I got to win that. And if I win that, and the next guy wins that, and then you got a chance. Brentford won every battle today, and that's where it starts. And look, Erik ten Hag wants to play his football. That's fine, but you gotta win the battles, and they didn't win any today.
But Quentin, where do you put that down to? What do you put it down to? That lack of not winning your individual battles.
That's down to the players. Everyone's got to take responsibility for that. For the manager, the players. But the players, it comes from pride, personal pride. You go onto the pitch, you do not want to get beat, like Owen just mentioned. Whoever you're playing against, you're not going to beat me today. You're passing, take pride in your passing, tackling, running back. This should be all normal for Manchester United players. We shouldn't even be sitting here having this conversation. So already that's alarming that we have to discuss that. And then the other part, you're going forward in the attacking half. We've got players there that can do it. Marcus, Sancho, obviously Ronaldo has done it all. But you expect them to ask the questions. The confidence just looks so low, but as Owen mentioned, you want to see that fight at least. You're going to lose games in life. That's fine. That happens. It's part of life. But you fight.
But it begs the question, Owen, what's been going on during pre-season?
Yeah, but pre-season is pre-season. Pre-season is like being good on the driving range. And then you go out and smash the ball over the golf course. It's not the real thing. Pre-season, none of us took pre-season that serious. You're there to get fit. Look, everybody's kind of working on things, and they look good in pre-season, but this is the real deal. And they weren't ready against Brighton, and they weren't ready today. So I think we were all positive and optimistic. Erik ten Hag, look, he's a super coach, and he's done an amazing job at Ajax. But these two games have definitely not gone to plan. It's probably the biggest understatement. And I don't know, all of a sudden now the confidence it was down from last season and it's carried over. And I think we're all hopeful that it's going to be positive change. We haven't seen it, and today was humbling, to say the least. And I don't know how you can turn around that so quickly, because they just look like the confidence is just gone.
Quentin talks about, in your day, the pride of wearing the United shirt. Should they still be proud to wear that United shirt?
Look, it's an absolute privilege and an honour to wear that football shirt. The history. Forget about...
Is it weighing heavy on them? What is it?
Yeah, it's probably weighing heavy. They've gone through a tough time. But we've all been there as players. We've all had terrible games. You know how you get through it? You work, you fight, and you can compete. Forget about... football is about competition. Forget about the tactics and all that stuff. You got to win your individual battles. That's what it's about. And they're not winning any. And the only way you're going to get through it is if you push through it and you get to the other side. Even before the game, I said, hopefully they win, but I just want a performance.
Yeah, but you said at the start, when I asked you, are you confident of seeing a reaction after the Brighton game? And you said, I'm not sure, which actually speaks volumes, perhaps, of where this current United squad is.
Well, no, I was hopeful. I was trying to be optimistic. I'm tired of being critical and negative. I want to be positive. But when you watch that, what are you supposed to say? You can't sit there and say, I heard the boys in commentary saying, were there any positives? No, there wasn't any.
We looked at each other. We brought on Malaysia, second half, the left back, Malaysia. And he did a tackle, and we looked at each other. He's the only one who had a reaction. It took a kid to react and shout at his teammates. Come on, we need that. It shouldn't take a kid. That should be happening from the players anyway, amongst themselves. Keeping at standards, having accountability for your performance, and that team spirit. You want to see that. I said throughout for pre-season, United need to have a team. Still, it's not a team. We had to go with each other when we played. Not because just for fun, but we knew the standards. We wanted us to keep it standards every single day in training and matches. he didn't see that. It took the kid to come on, to have a go at his teammates, to saying, "Come on, we need a reaction."
And he's just 22.